Well, we got 2 for 2 no on this.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Ever since we received credible information that Elon Musk has some type of external component that is related to robotics on his
An
penis.
implant.
An implant or
Or perhaps an explant.
Exactly. Well, we don't know. We just know that it's on there.
Again, this is all just from various gumshoes.
That is from a source, but not necessarily a gumshoe. But maybe he's a listener. But I have wondered about this, and I've looked it up on occasion. I'm like, what's going on in the world of penises, right? And I just Google that word, and it's go through maybe 70, 80 pages of safe search on search results, and I found out a thing or two, but never really anything like this. I've never actually come across Lovetron 9000 before.
Yeah, me neither.
I struggle to understand how it works, and we've had a lot of listeners over the years to like ask us like, how does Elon Musk's robot penis works? And I tell you, I wish I knew.
It has been repeated far and wide, this information.
Far and wide. It's been repeated to me as an Elon Musk fact. Yeah. But multiple times by people like, hey, did you know this? And I say, well, perhaps I do. But it's been a mystery that has plagued us. And this happens sometimes with things, and you try to get to the bottom of it. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. With this, it's been on my mind. So I reach out to the creator of the Lovetron 9000. And I have a phone call with him the other day. And now, obviously, the number one question on my mind is, did you put a robotic penis on Elon Musk's regular penis? And I unfortunately have to report that the answer is no. But I did learn a lot about it. So
now, I want to be really clear, just so we can clarify some things for our listener. The Lovetron 9000 it's not like a commercial device that was made available for wide implantation.
No.
This was like a home hobbyist.
Yes. Yeah.
A tinkerer.
And we'll get a little more to like the milieu that comes from too.
Right.
But, like,
but I don't want you to think that that when we were looking into this, that this was something that you could order off Amazon or whatever.
Do you like my shirt?
Is it knit?
I don't know what it's. I don't know.
No, what's the material? Is it
I don't know.
Is it a knit or is it cotton?
I don't know what the difference is.
Is there a weave? Is there like an open weave? Is it like a sweater?
Is it, Young Chomsky?
I can't see it. Knit is like looser, like
it's Chinese.
No, but is it like a sweater or what is it made out of?
Like fabric. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know. It's
Christ.
like kind of thick fabric. It's thicker, but
it looks like a cotton candy.
Is it like a sweatshirt?
It's warm-ish. It's kind of warm. It's Chinese.
Yeah, it's just like a thick. That's like a thick cotton.
You like it though?
It's not a knit.
It's kind of my new thing.
I think it's a good color on you.
It's an unconventional fastening.
Very unconventional fastening.
I love a frog fastener.
It's a little oriental.
It's called
it's
a frog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, ribbit. So I talked to Rich, and we pretty much I quickly established that this hasn't been implanted on anyone else. I don't tell about Elon Musk at first because I'm just like, well, if he did, this has not been implanted in or on anybody else.
Yes.
We talk about this, and I tell him, like, listen, I have received myself credible information, and I do mean that. It is credible information that Elon Musk has a robot penis. Well, at the time, I reveal Elon Musk later in the episode, or excuse me, later in the conversation, hoping that he'll have more information. But he's sort of surprised by that, and then becomes immediately, with the mind of a tinkerer, very interested. Because he tells me that the main problem with the Lovetron 9000, which received a fair bit, not a lot, but more press than TrueAnon ever has.
Yeah, it definitely, there are many follow-up articles off of just this one forum post.
That the problem that he always ran into was a problem of power supply. Because the motor on this device needs to be powered by a power supply big enough to power that motor, right? Obviously, the charging here is done by induction. So, like, in a similar way, I guess, that like a wireless phone charger works, which I don't really understand those. I feel like they didn't take off that much. I've only ever encountered one in a hotel room that it just like came with it. But his problem was that he couldn't find a battery large enough to power a motor big enough to achieve results good enough for this to be a effective device. He's still working on it. He also told me that—
Still working on it?
Of course he is, Liz. But he did tell me, I like the guy quite a bit. He told me that he had hired this, I think, mechanical engineering company to create a prototype for him, like a more professionalized prototype, that not like a garage thing. But they basically just stole all his money and then closed the company.
That's
during
awful.
COVID. I know. I felt really bad for him. There are other alternatives that I was made aware of in this conversation. Something called genital beating, which I think you can—
I don't know what that
more
means.
than capable of.
I don't. You know what? Don't even. Let's just move on.
Okay, yeah. Well, but let's stay there for a second. Also called purling. Now we can move on. And mostly, I think a lot of the tech in this sector seems to be more devoted to a various, like, I'm like trying to figure out like where exactly you put. I assume it's— Liz, you don't have to listen to any of this. I'll just talk to you. I'll look at you and talk to him. I think it's like devices that you put at the base of your penis, like where the penis meets the groin. Where I sold my soul to the devil to get good at guitar. But where the penis meets the groin. And it's like a device that kind of goes upwards. You see where I'm pointing on my crotch? Like goes upwards and presses against the woman's freaking thing.
Wait, but outside or inside?
I think it's outside. It's outside.
But the Lovetron was meant to be inside.
Lovetron it appears to be meant— I think it's like an inside-outside kind of strategy there. Like, I think it's like it's working inside, but it's rocking the outside. I gotta be honest, I have vanishingly little experience with sex toys to begin with. I know the basic formulations of them. I don't know really I don't know the full extent of vibrational wienerific technology, but it seems that the inside track has been shunted aside until a more energy efficient battery can be found, whereas most of the focus now is on a sort of motorized exterior.
Like an exoskeleton.
Like an exoskeleton that sort of rises above. So sort of like, imagine this. You are about to go into war in the year 2345 against space aliens. You put on your exoskeleton. It's not just like you bigger in front. You also have, bam, two big pods of missile launchers above you. These missile launchers, in the analogy here, would be stimulating the clitoris of the sexual partner that you're making love
Because the
to.
original post was subdermal. That's
subdermal. Yes. This is exterior of the dermal. I know the subdermal thing is the thing that gets me off here. I talked to the thing is, like, as you can see, that post that he made, the original one, is pretty like kind of jokey. And the guy had a good sense of humor about it. You know what I mean? I didn't get the sense that like it was like a crazy thing it's crazy to me, you know what I mean? But it didn't have any of the evil nerd vibes whatsoever that I've encountered before. And I was sort of fascinated, but we talked about the technology, and he said that it is theoretically possible. Absolutely. And especially with somebody with the amount of capital that Elon Musk has to create or to have created for him such a device with an energy efficient power supply that would be able to give you a robot penis.
Now, and we'll get to this a little bit later, he is, of course, the owner of a company that is researching subdermal implants. But again, we're going to get into that later.
Not only subdermal implants, Liz, but energy efficiency.